Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 19 Liverpool career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for the love and support on the channel. And as always, we're quickly going to recap on the previous episode. Now, this is the first episode I've started where I haven't wanted to recap. And if you have seen the previous episode, you will understand why. It was an absolute shocker. I was so disappointed with how I played. Obviously, the first game in the previous episode, we faced off against Manchester City. We had to play an A/B team because, unfortunately, not all of our players were fit. And we only managed to come away with a 0-0 draw. Apart from City having one or two chances, ourselves having one or two chances, there wasn't many highlights in that game at all. And then sadly, we faced off against Huddersfield for the second game in the previous episode, and we suffered our first defeat. We actually lost 1-0 in the 88th minute. I was absolutely gutted. I feel like when I looked at the highlights and I edited the video, we were all over them. We had 4, 5, 6 attempts. They had maybe 2 or 3, and on that one attempt right near the end of the game in the 88th minute, they managed to slot it home in off the post and beat Alisson, and of course went on to win that game 1-0. But hopefully about to change things up and bounce back in this episode. Of course, the first game we are at Anfield facing off against Trelleborg FF in the Champions League, and then the second game in today's episode I do believe is Cardiff. Let me just go ahead and check that. Yep, then 3 days later we face Cardiff also at Anfield, but I still cannot get over that fact. That game right there, we lost 1-0 to Huddersfield. Honestly, when I come away from that game, I was so gutted at the end, and I was thinking, do you know what, we got battered then. But looking back at the highlights and actually editing the video, I thought, do you know what, we had so many chances. Salah, Mane, Keita, we had so many chances, we just didn't put them away. And we have had a little bit of good news in today's episode, guys, to start things off with a little bit of a boost. If we jump over to the office, you can see there the medical staff have now cleared Andrew Robertson from a return from his injury. Now, he was going to be out for 5 weeks. I think it's only been maybe 3 weeks, and they've already done their bit and got him back. Now, he's not fully fit just yet, so I don't think we're going to play him against Trelleborg, but we may look at bringing him back against Cardiff. Now, I'm putting out a pretty decent team against Trelleborg, but it's a little bit rotated. Obviously, we've got Ryan Sessegnon at left wing, Daniel Sturridge at striker, Shaqiri at right wing, Gini Wijnaldum and Keita in that central midfield role, Fabinho sitting deep in that central defensive midfield role, Kieran Tierney, Van Dijk, Gomez and Alves at the back, with of course Alisson in goal. Now you can see Van Dijk is not fully fit, he's maybe 90%, so I'm going to look at bringing him off maybe a half time, maybe around the 50-60 minute mark, and I'll bring on Lovren, who has sent me an email moaning that he's not getting in the team. But without any further ado, guys, let's jump into this game against Trelleborg. We have just got to pull this back, guys. After that previous episode, I'm still in shock now. It's been a day or two, and I'm still in shock. A 0-0 to City I was willing to accept because City are an absolutely tremendous team. But to lose 1-0 to Huddersfield after absolutely smashing them, I just could not believe it. But of course, our first game in today's episode is back in the Champions League. Trelleborg so far have lost against Napoli and also lost against PSG. We are now facing them. They've had 5 put past them. I'm hoping we can bounce back. We are playing a little bit of a rotated team, but I'm thinking this team can easily dominate. Surely we should win this 3 or 4-0. But let's go ahead and get into this first half and see what damage we can do. Play that over Fabinho, Gini Wijnaldum, playing it over to Tierney. Tierney pushing forwards. I'm going to keep pushing forward. Put a ball in now. Looking for Sturridge, and what a beautiful header from Daniel Sturridge. Puts us 1-0 up after 16 minutes, and surely we are going to go on to find some more goals. I'm feeling very comfortable on the ball right now. Completely different game to how we played against Huddersfield. Beautiful ball in from Kieran Tierney. Daniel Sturridge gets to it, front post, jumps for it and beats the keeper at the far post. Nicely done, Daniel Sturridge. Track back, lads, track back. Get all over them. Don't let them push forwards. Nicely done. Oh, he's got him behind. He's got him behind. Ball coming in. Alisson's there. No problem. Let's win that header. Nicely done. And there we go. Referee blows for half time at Anfield. Gonna be honest, a little bit shaky. I don't know if we're still a little bit uncomfortable after receiving that 1-0 loss to Huddersfield. But Daniel Sturridge has put one in the back of the net. We're going in 1-0 up. I'm just not feeling like the team's gelling. It feels like we're all brand new players. They don't want to play the right balls. They're not making the right runs. I'm just hoping in the second half we can start gelling together, making the right runs, and hopefully find a few more goals. Let's go ahead and get into the second period and hopefully find a few more goals. Going to look to have Ryan Sessegnon in behind. Let's pull this back. Sessegnon to put a nice ball in. Shaqiri's there, and unfortunately Shaqiri puts it well over the bar and into Rosed. Normally in the box he's smashing them on target, and majority of the time they're in the back of the net, but not there. That was an absolutely terrible shot from Xherdan Shaqiri. Keita over to Xherdan Shaqiri. Dani Alves is on it. Into Fabinho. Going to go through the middle, looking for Keita, who's going to hit this one. Naby Keita, just wide. And I'll tell you what, 65th minute, I think it's about time we make some changes. Of course, I'm going to take the big man, Virgil van Dijk, off for Lovren. He wasn't fully fit coming into this game, so we want to make sure he gets off. Don't want to risk any injuries or him not being fully fit. I'm going to bring Angel Correa on for Sturridge. I feel like he did score a goal, but he's slightly starting going downhill with the energy. And then I'm also going to bring Ryan Sessegnon off for, of course, Sadio Mane. And then the 3 changes I'm going to make at the 65th minute. And, of course, straight away, our substitutes get to come on. Playing it across to Shaqiri. Shaqiri doesn't come away with it. Gini Wijnaldum laying it off to Keita. Going to look to hit this first time. Keita battles back for it. Here's Gini, edge of the box. Gini Wijnaldum. Oh, and it's just wide. I thought that was going to be a free kick on the edge of the box, to be honest. I felt like Gini was attacked on the edge. He manages to get his shot off, but of course it's wide. I'm not happy with this 1-0 once again. Although it's a win's a win, whether it's by 1, whether it's by 10. I'm still not just happy with it. It's not a comfortable lead. We need another goal. Close them down, lads. Close them down. This is risky. Oh, big save from Alisson. And like I was just saying, we need more than 1 goal. This is not good enough from the Red Men. We were comfortable in the first half, but we're not pushing for a second goal. Alisson comes out, punches away. Let's go back here to Dani Alves, into the middle for Fabinho, laying it straight off to Gini Wijnaldum. I'm going to take a touch and bend one in with Gini Wijnaldum. Big save from Johansson. Correa going to try and tame a man. Correa gets absolutely ridiculed on the ball, and the referee blows for full time. Do you know what, guys? I'm happy to take the 1-0. I'm happy we got the win. We've bounced back after that horrible loss to Huddersfield, but I'm still not happy with it just being 1-0. It wasn't good enough. I felt like although we controlled the ball, we played well on the ball, some of the passes weren't good enough, some of the runs weren't good enough, and if it wasn't for that man there, Daniel Sturridge, we could have just come away with a draw against Trelleborg in the Champions League and be coming away with a 0-0, which just isn't good enough. We've got to do better, and especially this game coming up against Huddersfield. This game coming up, against Cardiff. We've really got to step up, and I'm hoping that we can find 2 or 3 goals and get back to our scoring ways. And here we are, guys, back at the Central, ready to come back to Anfield to face off against Cardiff. As you can see right now from the Premier League, Everton have played 9 with 21 points. We've played 9 with 20 points. And Wolverhampton Wanderers have also played 9 with 18 points. It is so important that we beat Cardiff and get those 3 points, for the simple reason if Everton win their game, they're moving up to 24. If Wolves win their game, they're moving up to 21. If we lose our game, we're going to drop down to 3rd position, and Everton will just start keeping that gap, and that is the last thing we want. As a Liverpool fan, you don't want Everton above you. It's as simple as that. So we've really got to turn up against Cardiff. This is the lineup I'm putting out against them. We've got Ryan Sessegnon on left wing, Roberto Firmino at striker, Seller at that right wing, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Lallana linking up in that central midfield, Jordan Henderson at that central defensive midfield, Milner, Lovren, Jimenez and Trent at the back, with of course Alisson in goal. Now, as you can see, Ryan Sessegnon is not fully fit, but neither is Mane. So I'm going to play Sessegnon for the first half and bring Mane on in the second half. Also, the fact I'm playing Milner at left back. Robertson's not fully fit. He's still got a plaster next to his name, so I don't want to risk bringing him on for a full 90 minutes. I've got him on the bench. I'm going to also look to bring him on maybe for the last 20, 30 minutes just to encourage him back into the team, bring him back slowly from his injury. And of course, Kieran Tierney is not fully fit. Also, Van Dijk makes his way to the reserves, unfortunately, because his stamina is around half. So I've brought Lovren in to link up with Jimenez. Without any further ado, guys, let's get into this game. We've got to turn up against Cardiff. That game against Trelleborg, yes, we won. As I said in the game, whether you win 1-0, 10-0, 50-0, it doesn't really matter. A win is a win. But what I'm worried about is we're not scoring plenty of goals. I want Salah shooting, I want Roberto Firmino shooting, I want Mane, Sessegnon, the Ox, Lallana, Henderson. We need more goals. I mean, when you look back at the game against Napoli, we scored 4 goals. Unfortunately, one of them was offside. They scored 3. It was end-to-end stuff. But right now, that's just not happening. But I'm hoping we're coming to Anfield. We're facing off against Cardiff City. Surely we can change that in this game today. Come on, Redmen, we have got to up our game in this game. It's just, I feel like Huddersfield have knocked us. I feel like they put doubt in our heads. I feel like something's not right. You know, we played our first game after suffering our first defeat against Trelleborg. It wasn't great. It really wasn't great. A win is a win, but it just wasn't good enough. We need to be putting 2 or 3 past Trelleborg. And of course, we're playing all these teams once again. We're going to be playing PSG, Napoli and Trelleborg again in the Champions League. But it's all about this game now against Cardiff. We've got to do some damage. Come on, lads. Let's get into this first half and see, hopefully, put a few goals in the back of the net. Come on, lads. Playing it through to Bobby. Go on, play it through. Play it across to Lallana. Looking for Salah, trying to get around the overlap. Salah, cut it back. Nice little dink in now. Lallana's there. Lallana, you should be burying that, son. Into the middle from Trent to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Chamberlain's trying to dance his man. I need some help here, lad. There we go. Into Roberto Firmino. Takes a touch. Comes onto his right foot. Bends one. And straight into Smithy's hands once again. Let's close this down, lads. Close him down. Oh, that is not good. Jimenez, that is not good. Get on this ball, lads. Do not suffer like this. Do not suffer. Big save from Alisson. Go on, Mo. I've got you making a run. Come on, Salah. Let's try and dance his man. Nicely done. Salah pulls it back. Ball in. Looking for Ryan Sessegnon. What a strike. And how is Smithies keeping this out? Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain putting one in. Play it into the middle. Nicely done. Keep pushing. Keep pushing Lallana. Let's go. Playing it through to Firmino. He's going to hit this first time. Straight into the keeper's hands again. 38 minutes in. We're battering the keeper with shots, but they're just not going in. Oh, they're in behind. Look at this. It's not good enough. They get a shot off a goal. Alisson with a huge save. Tell you what, we need to pull ourselves together here. Ball coming in. Try and clear this out. Nicely done. Hoylett gets there, so does Alisson. Let's roll this ball out. Let's go Milner. Milner pushing up. Put it into the middle. Nicely done. Playing it straight into Bobby. Over the far side for Lallana. I'm going to release Mo Salah. Come on, Salah. Surely, Salah. You've got to finish it, son. Salah. Yes! Finally, Mo Salah puts another one in the back of the net. I do believe that is only his third goal in this career mode so far. The Egyptian King finally finds the back of the net. It's like he scored two and I thought, that's it. His purple patch is gone. He's surely going to start scoring goals. He hasn't. He hasn't scored in probably 3 or 4 games. And finally, Mo Salah puts it in the back of the net. He had a chance like that against City and he just didn't get the finesse and the kale on it. This time, he beats Smithies between the posts. Waiting for that run now. It's a beautiful run from Ryan Sessegnon. Come on, Ryan Sessegnon, take a nice touch. It's not the best of touches, unfortunately, from the youngster. And there we go. Before we get a chance to take our throw-in, the referee blows for half-time at Anfield. And finally, I'm so happy that Mo Salah has found the goal. We're 1-0 up against Cardiff. I'm going to jump straight back into the second half with exactly the same team. Probably in the next 10-20 minutes, I'll look at bringing Milner off and, of course, Sessegnon. Bringing on Robertson for Milner, bringing on Mane for Sessegnon, and then maybe look at taking either the Ox or Lallana off in that central midfield role. But for now, I'm happy to jump back into this game with exactly the same team. Here's Sessegnon into the middle, going around the corner to Salah. Looking for that through ball now. Beautiful ball to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Going to cut this back. Wait for the lads to get in the middle. Ryan Sessegnon! What an acrobatic strike from the young man Sessegnon. And now hopefully our substitutes will get to come on. Of course, Ryan Sessegnon has been absolutely unbelievable. He is going off for the big man Sadio Mane. And I've also brought off Adam Lallana and putting Robertson on at left back, moving Milner into that central midfield role. Let's put this ball in. Ball coming into the middle. Milner's there. Oh my word. Jimenez with an overhead kick. I wasn't expecting that. Let's make sure we get on this. Let's try and get a counter-attack going here. Ball coming into the middle. Salah to jump for it. Alisson's there, no problem. Let's push that ball over that far side. Looking for Mohamed Salah. Got an overlap there to Trent. Nice little bit of football here. Ball coming in. Mane! And Mane gets it. Finally, we find a second from the man coming on for Ryan Sessegnon. Ryan Sessegnon was unbelievable. Mane comes on for him and finally finds the back of the net after 75 minutes. Tell you what, guys, we're still struggling. I know we're 2-0 up. I know we should win this game now, but we're still struggling. I don't know if it's because Smithies in goal is having an absolute blinder for Cardiff. Just going to play this ball nicely to James Milner. I'm going to take a touch and I'm going to hit this with Milner. Straight from Milner, and I have no idea whether that was going on target or possibly even in the back of the net. Referee blows for full time at Anfield. Gonna be honest, guys, although we won 1-0 and 2-0 in today's episode, I'm still not feeling comfortable. There's something still not right. The team's not ticking. It's not like it has been. I don't feel like if we went 1-0 at the start of the game, I don't feel like we'd have that confidence and that boost to fight back for 1-1 and then 2-1 and 3-1. I just don't feel like it's in the team. I really don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the fact that loss against Huddersfield, I've said so many times. I don't know if it's just knocked the morale, it's knocked the confidence out of us, but right now, we are not looking great. We are winning games, but only just. I feel like we're playing like Liverpool in real life. The likes of Salah's just scored, but he's only scoring now and again. Mane's scoring now and again. Firmino's not really getting on the score sheet. When he does, he's scoring 2 or 3, but he's not scoring every game. And it's just the Liverpool team right now, the starting 11 are not clicking for me. There's something just not right, and hopefully we'll be able to fix that in the next episode or two, because of course we've got to keep bagging these points. And hopefully now we've just beat Cardiff, we bagged the 3 points. Does that mean we are back top of the Premier League? Right, and here we are, guys, back at the Central, ready for the next episode. Of course, the first game in the next episode will be against Hull City in the round 4 of the Carabao Cup, and we also play Arsenal in the Premier League. Not an easy team to beat, Arsenal. I'm thinking against Hull, I feel like we should win. I'm feeling like we should be winning most of these games, but unfortunately we're just not turning up right now. But I think we could be back to our scoring ways. We've won both games today. Surely the morale's going to go up. We're going to beat Hull, hopefully, and then we can go on and try and do our best and win against Arsenal and bag the 3 points. I have had a little look at the Premier League, and unfortunately we will be ending today's episode still second in the Premier League. Wolves actually dropped points. They drew 1-1 with Leicester, I do believe, and Everton also drew their game 2-2. So Everton now are currently on 24 points, and we are breathing down their necks on 23. Hopefully in the next episode or the episode after that, we should move back into that top position. But guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been Massive Brad. Peace out.